What's up YouTube, it's Ariel Sorio, and today's video is gonna be on how to control your cravings and temptations so that you don't mess up on your diet. So, I know that we've all had the issue where we start dieting and then we're all of a sudden, man, I want this, man, I'm hungry, I want chips, I want chocolate, I want cake, I want ice cream. I know we've all been there, come on guys, you don't have to lie. So, I'm here to help you. So, without further ado, let's hop right into it. Tip number one is going to be to eat a high protein diet, because high protein, whatever your choice of, whether you're eating meats, whether you're eating tofu, whey protein, or anything of that sort, as long as you maintain a high protein diet, you're solid, because it's going to raise your satiety level day to day, and you're going to be more full throughout the single day. Meaning that you're not going to be as hungry compared to as if you were eating a low protein diet and just simply not eating enough protein for your muscles to recover from your workouts, if that makes sense. Some examples that I recommend if you struggle to eat enough protein, it could be chicken breast, chicken thighs, turkey bacon. It can also be turkey sausage, chicken sausage. I also recommend any sort of protein powder. If you feel like with food you're still struggling, protein powder is single-handedly the best way to target that issue, because you can have 1 or 2 shakes, and roughly each protein shake has around 20 to 25 grams of protein. So if you have 1 to 2 protein shakes every single day, you're going to have roughly 40 to 50 grams of protein right off the bat without any other meals. So you see how eating enough protein isn't as hard as you may think. It's just a matter of getting it done and knowing what you're going to have. So tip number 2 is going to be plan your meals. I've said this time and time after again. Guys, you have to plan your meals, because if you don't, you are setting yourself up for failure. Have you guys heard the saying? If you don't plan, or something along the lines of, if you don't plan, you're planning to fail. You've heard that saying, right? It's the same thing for this, whether it's nutrition, workouts, lifestyle, relationships, business, whatever it may be. If you don't plan, you're setting yourself up for failure, because how are you going to do anything, you know? So, if you plan your meals ahead, you don't have to plan your meals 5 to 7 days in advance or anything, but at least, alright, let's say today, the day that I'm recording this video, it's Tuesday right now. So, I'll go ahead and plan every single meal that I'm going to have for tomorrow, Wednesday, and I'm solid. How can I make a mistake if I already know what I'm eating, you know? And if you want any high protein example recipes or anything like that that you want me to make, comment them down below. And here's a picture of what I had for dinner last night, which was orange chicken, and it's high protein and macro friendly. So it's the healthiest version, and you guys can enjoy it without feeling too guilty or without feeling like you're ruining your diet, if that makes sense. So now we're gonna hop into tip number 3. You have to get enough sleep. Time after time, I know that I've said this in other videos too. If you do not sleep enough, you are going to ruin yourself in the sense of your progress, your weight loss, muscle building, your hunger, everything. Everything gets out of whack, because if you are not sleeping, depending on the individual, anywhere between 6 to 8 hours every single day, you're setting yourself up for a hunger temptation, whether it's in the morning, midday, afternoon, or nighttime. Anytime, you're going to experience it, and it's tough, because I've experienced it myself when I'm gotten like, let's say 5 hours of sleep or something. It's a little bit tougher because you're hungry. You have 2 choices. You can either wait and stay on progress, or you can give into your temptations because you chose to not sleep, just go off track for that specific day. So getting at least 6 to 8 hours of sleep every single day is going to set you up for the best possible performance in the gym and out of the gym, no matter what you're doing in your field of lifestyle, if that makes sense. Alright, so tip number 4 is going to be drink plenty of water, because drinking plenty of water, yes, it helps with hydration. It helps you with your skin, as we all know, But also, something that a lot of people don't take into consideration is that when you drink a lot of water, you're naturally not as hungry, believe it or not. Trust me, you are not as hungry as you would be if you were not as hydrated, if that makes sense. So my personal recommendation is, if you're the type of person that just simply wants sweet or any type of juice or things like that, that likes to drink sweet drinks, my recommendation is to go ahead and buy some Mio, and they have a ton of flavors. There's grape, there's Kool-Aid related flavors, there's all sorts of flavors that you might think, and trust me, I guarantee that you will find one flavor that you're interested in and go ahead and grab it. So for me, towards the summertime, I tend to grab the one that's lemonade because it's summer, if that makes sense. So it helps me stay on track, it helps me drink extra water, and I'm never feeling hungry. And if I do, another recommendation that I have, if you are already drinking enough water and you're still hungry, go ahead and get some black coffee. You can put a little bit of Splenda, you can put a 0-calorie sweetener or a creamer, and you are a-okay, because black coffee is a natural anti-hunger, and it's going to blunt your hunger throughout the day or whenever you have it. So in that aspect, you're going to stay solid, and especially if you combine that with intermittent fasting, you're solid, you can't lose, because black coffee, intermittent fasting, and staying on track with your macros and eating a high protein diet, there is no way that you can lose, especially if you're doing your workouts every single day like you have to. There is no way that you can lose. That was tip number 4. And then tip number 5 is going to be everything in moderation, meaning that if you're eating or you have some temptations of anything of that sort, that does not mean that you can't eat anything that you want or crave or anything. I recommend that you eat it, because let's say, for example, like me, I have a tremendous sweet tooth and I love ice cream. So am I going to completely kick off ice cream from my diet? What does that mean? That eventually I'm going to break and I'm going to binge eat ice cream because I'm no longer eating it and I'm completely separating it from my diet. That doesn't work ever. So my recommendation in that aspect is to, of course, eat mostly whole foods and things like that, but leave a little bit of calories, so for me, I get most of my hunger at nighttime, so I'll leave roughly 300 to 400 calories depending on the day, where I have anything that I want, as long as I don't go over my calories, if that makes sense. So if I want Oreos, I'll have Oreos. If I want cookies of any sort, I'll have cookies. If I want ice cream, you best believe I'm gonna have ice cream. And another recommendation for that is you can have high protein ice cream. It's all about finding the right balance and flexible dieting towards your approach. And if you're struggling with anything of that sort, go ahead and comment what your issue is. And as a certified online coach and certified nutritionist, I can definitely help you. So comment down below if you are struggling with anything of that sort. And those are my 5 tips on how to control your cravings and temptations if you're focusing on a fat loss goal. So let me know which tip was most helpful. Let me know if you want any other helpful videos. Comment all of the video ideas in the comment section down below. Remember, every Tuesday, every Friday, new videos non-stop. So please give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, and remember, AO Fitness on track. So I'm gonna round this video up right here. Thank you guys for watching. Ariel Sorio signing out. Thank you.